Hi, my name is Rar Platypus. I'm a variety gamer, and tonight I will be playing a little bit more of Wytchwood for you. Last episode, we were getting ready to head into the fields. We're looking for shards to a glass mirror that we need to repair so that we can go up against the snake. And we wandered off into the swamp. And the swamp seemed like of the three areas, it was probably the most difficult. So we're going to go ahead and go into the fields to start gathering materials so that we can build some of the things that we needed in the swamp to fight some of the enemies. Well, not really fight, but that would have come in handy for some of those enemies. Because we needed this doll. And we need hopper legs and grain. Because there is one fairy shrine that we can't beat until we can get the... What are they, goblins away from it? There we go. Okay. We can't talk to him. No, I kind of feel bad doing that. They're so cute. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you here? How's it going, farmer? How's it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competitions this year. Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now. You're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Ja, not sore loser. I just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn cobs I've ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to animated turnips and potatoes busy with menial farm work. Well, now I feel bad because I think I killed one of his helpers. But this year, his crops are larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's working the fields all by himself? What happened to his family? That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day, and the ox has said nothing. That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go and ask him myself. Yeah. His farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know. The ox. Upon closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wickerwork structure. You carefully pluck a single piece of straw from its center, and the whole bundle begins to swirl and unravel until a gaping vortex opens before you. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, hopefully that means the gnomes won't mess with me. Man, those things are fast. Oh my gosh, they lay eggs. I don't know what I was expecting, but that wasn't it. I don't have any jugs for water. Okay. I think we're gonna head back up now and see if we can finish destroying these fairy shrines. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to him. Oh, hello there. So sorry, I think I managed to get most of this debris off the road. Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart? Yes, well, you see, I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain, the bear. The bear, you say? What sort of mission? It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the apiary with a cart full when a deer or something darted out of nowhere. Jostled my poor mule so bad that she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of my ribcage. Piled the darn cart right into the ditch, she did. Now every barrel is smashed, and I can't bring myself to report back empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters. I'm sure of it. This bear sounds like quite a brute. Oh, you don't know the half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand? I can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, nothing like that. But could you take a message to the sergeant of the lakeshore camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened, and maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the lakeshore camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and assess the damages. Oh, dear. Oh, it changed my... We're still in the snake. Okay. So the fairy shrine we need to destroy. Was up this way. Oh, we needed the sewing kit, which was why we were in the swamp. But in order to get the skeeters, no. Okay. I guess we do have to go back to the swamp. I don't remember if we had run into any of them yet. I don't have any bait sticks. I got eyeballs. Okay, there is a speeder. Smoke pellet. Let me make a couple of these. And then it said to use a hatchet. Spirit salts. Alright, can we make the creepy doll now? We have two. I wonder what it does. Okay, here's your creepy doll. And then what do I do? Just that. Okay. I kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shard, or I'll knock over this nest too. You smash fairy shrines? Nee. Good, good. Take it. We don't want your trash. The pixie flicks the shard out of the tree and it spikes into the ground. So there is a shard in the swamp. Have I been in this? I don't think I've been in that. Okay, we're gonna switch this. This. Okay. like free stuff. Free stuff is always helpful. There was a giant lizard up here. You know what? Alright. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. So, rotten aperture. I'm gonna take the free bird feather. Hello? An impassable hulk, unless perhaps he likes you. I just want to see what's over here. Oh, I need the shears for that. There we go. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. A moonlight globe? How do I make that? need to find a soot sprite. And I can make more pots. So we'll do that. But I need to find some soot sprites and a totemic moondrop. But where would I find that? I wonder if this sick house is still considered the swamp. Oh, look at the bodies. I can't search that chest. Hold on now. The sick house is full to the brim and festering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going around? A plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, it's terrible. It affects the young and old, the healthy and infirm alike. We're so swamped with patients, I can barely catch my breath. So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill? We've just got so many bodies piling up. Someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further. She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed. It's gotten so crowded, I've even had to dump some in the swamp. That seems unethical. But don't worry, the Leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands. The Leech? That's the doctor of this place? The best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills. I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here. Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of your, years to enter such an infectious space without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients, we're low on medicine, and I'm afraid I don't have any to spare. Bah. What's a simple booster shot made from anyway? There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, it's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it. Then you can go inside. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. I need 1 more thistle. I really do wonder where we find... Oh, they do attack. Oh, what's this? That doesn't tell me anything. Run past. Okay. You place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously, but doesn't ask where it came from. You snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She is careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, sticky liquid. I apologize. I obviously can't talk tonight. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. Now, I would question on how sterile this syringe actually is. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology. Bah, give it here. I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh yes, yes of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick, the leech is very busy. The leech looks very creepy. I was hoping that I could get into those. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver? Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I am here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house, at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. Oh, is there no door there? Nope, that was just a wall. It's the beardy guy you're looking for. This guy? I'm gonna guess he's not in here. Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for? I'm going to need a bit more than that. Narrowing it down, give me something else. Ah, yes. I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this, anyway? My condolences. Really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can do for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Well, at least now we know where the leech is. I still need set sprites. Was that there before? I don't feel like that was there before. Do you have any news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now. You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where's the fool now? I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. Brimstone and Bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favor? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to worm farts. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisks should explain the rest. Okay, so we're gonna go back this way. I made him angry. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical power or pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp. Which I don't have. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the Leech would fit the bill. Which I don't have. The western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Okay. I can make that. I'm gonna have to go back to the fields. And that is why I pick up everything. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst until only the wet residue remains. Okay, we got one. I don't think the leech will give me a death certificate. I really... A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot. He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. And then I wonder if up here was the dragon. So wasn't there a big guy up here? Yeah. Or a drake? And we needed a sacrifice. Which means I need water. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, I lost him. I got the soot sprites. Not gonna lie, they kind of scared me. Okay. And then I need this. A jar of milk. And a dragonfly wing. So the dragonflies are those? Those are the tasty morsels. Okay, so we need milk. And we need pumpkin jack bones. All so that we can get a tooth. Now, I don't remember seeing a pumpkin patch. So I wonder where we get that. I do see sunflowers. It doesn't look like I can do anything with them. Snag vine. That was my bad. I didn't check first. Okay, so snag vine and then what? Okay, so we have that for when we go back, and now we need some milk. Oh, no, they will just attack me. I know I saw a cow here. And I got my jar of milk. I can make that. Make that. Totemic Moondrop. Alright, I think I'm going to end this episode here. In the next episode, we'll pick up by heading back to the swamp. We'll go against the drake and see if we can get a drake tooth. And then I just made one of the other things that we need for the obelisks. And then we will get the death certificate from the leech, hopefully. But make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified of when I post new videos. If you enjoyed this, feel free to drop me a like, and then I would really like to hear what you think about this game in the comments.